Hello, welcome to my channel, Carolyn L. Prisms. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today we're going to do a birthday card for a sweet little girl. Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, Carolyn L. Prisms. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Canada. Hello, welcome to my channel, Carolyn L. Prisms. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Canada. So today, we're working on a really cute little girl's card. We're using ornate frames and dies. This is lots of different options you can use. Very, very nice. I love using all the different labels and cutouts. And we're also using the snow globe scene dies. Now I've taken some of them out, which you will see later on. All right, so let's get started. First, I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock. It is 8.5 by 5.5, sorry. And I'm going to score it in the middle at 4 1/4. Okay, let's move this out of the way. So now I'm going to fold my card and get the corners as even as I can so I have a nice straight card and burnish it really good. Now the base is retired designer paper, but I thought it was perfect. It's got cute little cupcakes, all different colors, and little girls, let's face it, they love their cupcakes. So I'm going to adhese this on to my base card. But before I do that, I've got a few things I need to cut out. Okay, this piece is measured at 5 1/4 by 4. All right. So now, this is also a retired piece of scrap paper that I thought would look really, really good with this. I'll be using this. I'll be die cutting a nice little base from my snow globe. And I will be taking this and I will be cutting this out. These are all scrap pieces of paper. All right, so then what I want to do is take this, also a scrap piece of white Whisper cardstock, and I'm going to cut out my dome because I want to do a few little background features on this. All right, so I'll be right back. So this is all ready, it's all cut out. I cut out the silver, and here's the base. So we're going to put that aside for now, and I'm going to do a different technique on the back of my dome before I stamp her out. I think she's really cute. And the little girl that's getting this card, she loves to swing, so I think this is perfect. Okay, so I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo and Blushing Bride for my background. Now, what I'm going to do is just take my clear acrylic block and I'm just going to put a dab of this on the corner. Okay, and then, so I've got my Flirty Flamingo on here. I'm going to take another block, acrylic block. I'm going to spray some rubbing alcohol on here. Now, I'm going to take my old Wink of Stella, rub it in there. I'm going to take a little bit of this because I don't want too much to start. Okay, so I'm just going to lightly go over it. Just give some background color. And then I can go over, if I feel it's too light, then I can always go back and make it darker. But it's better to start with a lighter color because you can always make it darker. And what I'm going for is the bottom to be darker and then fade out towards the top. And because my Wink of Stella is dried up, well, it's not dried up, but it's not a lot left, there's still a little bit of sparkle left in there. So as I go, I can add more if I want to. All right, so this is done. We're putting it down, letting it dry before we do the next step. So I'm taking the Happy Birthday from the Sweetest Thing stamp set. I'm using Memento Black to stamp on my scrap piece of cardstock, Whisper White. And I'm going to run this through my Big Shot and cut it out with my die from Ornate Frames. All right. Okay. So now I'm taking the inside of my dome that I colored. I'm going to use my little swinging girl from Silhouette Scenes. And I'm going to make sure I get my placement just perfectly. Then I'm going to use my Memento Black and I'm going to sponge her. Oh, I like that. That's good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm taking the dome because I need to cut this piece out so I can fit her in here and put the dome on top. This piece of Designer Paper Series will go on top of my dome. Okay, so I'm going to take this over to my Big Shot and get it cut out. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so I know exactly where to put my little swinging girl, so I'm just going to take a pencil and lightly mark where I want her to be because you're not going to see this. Okay, so now I'm going to lift this up and there's my markings and I can put her right here. So when I put this dome on top and then I'll place this on top, it'll be perfect. All right, now I got my glue. There we go. There, just let me double check. Make sure I'm happy with that. Okay, now I'm gonna get a little bit of sparkle to put into my dome. All right, so I have used a few different little sequences to put into my dome. Now, what I'm gonna do is put the dome on. I'm repurposing my dome. I had it for another card and I decided to switch things up. You can do that. Okay, we got to get my tearing tape that I put on here. Sure, I've got all these in the middle. Hope that's straight. And this will go on top. Oh, I like that. Mm-hmm. That's cute. All right, now what I'm going to do is put some glue on here. Okay, and I'm going to put some glue on the back of this. Okay, now it's time to get our dome on. Or get our paper over. There we go. Make sure that's really in. Okay, now our next part is getting this on with the base. Oh, that's gonna look pretty. Oh, that's cute. I like that. All right, so I'll glue this on. Okay. That'll go here. So, I made a nice little bow because I think little girls' cards always need a bow. Okay, I'm going to glue my base on to my globe. There we go. Then I'm going to put the bow here and I'm going to put my happy birthday right there. I'm going to use a glue dot to put my bow on. These are mini glue dots and all you got to do is take your bow and press it on and the glue dot will come up with it. And I want my bow to go right in the middle at the bottom. There we go. Then I'm going to put my happy birthday sentiment on the front. Right under it. There we go. Okay, now we got to do the inside. Okay, so the outside is done. Now it's the inside turn. So right now it's blank and I feel I need something more inside my card. So I'm taking my DSP, I'm going to put a frame in it to put on the inside of my card. So I'm going to cut this out. Alright, so I used one of my rectangle stitch frameless to do my frame, which I will glue into the inside of my card. So it'll go in like this. Okay, so I use the third smallest in the rectangular stitch frames dies. Okay, so now I'm putting this on the inside of my card. Go, and I'm going to stamp with my Special Celebrations stamp set. It's got this cute little sentiment. This card is filled with love. So I'm going to stamp that on the inside of my card. Alright, so here we go. Inside of the card, this card is filled with love. And I'm going to add, I think I'm going to put a little cupcake at the bottom, and I'm using Flirty Flamingo. Okay, so the inside, we have this card is filled with love with a little cupcake at the bottom, and the front is with our dome and our little girl swinging on the inside. So that's it for this card. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and please click like and subscribe. We have videos out every Friday, so we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.